and it costs it. Oh, but before the smoke fully pops, Brolin just shaved SS off the play. That's 2 in-game leaders down, one of them temporary.
This should be too slow. We have Jim Pat here in control side.
Right? And deep decon from Torzy. So Heroic tried to make this happen. We get the full rotation out of the CTs. Back exposed to the double doors will be the end of Zyphon. And sure enough, this gets cleaned up by MOUZ. Despite a little back and forth, all good for the defense. Now we've got Shui boosted up top, so this is going to be a wonderful little 2-piece setup, you'd think. Except they lose one. They don't let their guard down, but Shui's MP9 still rips through 2. Oh man, Heroic stuffed on the approach to ramp.
And they have locked off the jump down into lower site. Brolin's there in time to know, with pretty much certainty, you know, that Torzy could come back up. They're actually running out of time to even do the squeaky play.
This will be a desperate... Oh, they bump
man.
into each other.
You got to turn and save.
Yeah. Now they throw their second smoke. This is all sunken cost. Unless, with 1 second left, Salazar's found the bomb plant. Zershan looking for his first kill of the map. But because he was over towards ramp, it gives a little time for Salazar, who goes main. Zershan got off of the bomb. Salazar knows this damn well, and now the 10-second timer is ticking, and even with that fumbled smoke coming out of Squeaky, they manage to secure it with a second left on the bomb plant. Everybody's down, but Heroic's on the board.
Heroic are sort of just playing balls to the wall right
You remember yesterday when we had MOUZ in the server, and we were talking about how their Ancient just lacked any kind of aggressive T-side mid control, and we attributed that to Frozen because they kind of lost the specific piece to pull off those plays. I want to just throw a spanner in the works early on here, okay? Raise a point that in the last 6 months on Nuke particularly, Frozen has a 1.23 rating.
What other answer is there, really? I mean, there actually isn't another choice. He was a really good pickup for Faze for that exact same reason, and yeah, I actually think that Brolin is one of the coolest choices to potentially try, especially as a stand-in, so at least there's that. But he's not familiar with the system just yet.
And, you know, Frozen or not, Torsy's still going to be putting up the big ones.
Yeah, last round was a little awkward, but since they won the following, and now they get the save, I think they could be quite happy.
3 health, Zyphon. He gets there. 2 kills, nothing to scoff at. MOUZ will lose a little bit of money, but pick up the round regardless.
Like, he's the kind of guy who he would never be able to, like, come out of a pug system and then get picked up for a top team, because his stats are so poor from one perspective. He just dies so much, you know, like, in the Pro League tournament, I think it was Pro League where they won.
It's looking likely. Will they catch Salazar? Yes, they will. The player waiting on ladder just doesn't have a deep enough angle. Zershan finds his, so man advantage back, but it's a flurry of kills in lobby that leaves Shush, the opener, to also have to close it. And they find him with ease. Beautiful close here from MOUZ to get right back into winning ways. Alexi the Soul Crusher. Torzy looking to be the backbreaker, but I was gonna say, exposed to Dupree and doomed, but a deadly flick out of Torzy.
You can barely see him, man.
And that's why this guy gets the impact on Nuke. It's gonna force Brolin to get out of back garage, but with the lurk.
He has some good audibles, though.
Quick move from Zershan. That's found Tesses keeping it clean this round. Jim Pat, the only CT to post anything other than that one sickening Torzy flick. And for all he knows, the threat also looms from lobby. So this is just Heroic getting across outside, getting past that op after he gets 1 kill, despite it being sexy. Nothing thereafter. Tip of the hat to Tesses.
Yeah.
Trying to call this whole entire time. 2 clean executions with the headshots, and it puts Heroic second on the board.
Yeah, Tess has been even more aggressive than normal, for sure, in the past couple of days. I think just trying to lead from the front, you know, show by... Wow. He even was completely off screen. Holy smokes.
Dude, I mean, that's so deep through the silo as well, right?
Yeah. It's empty.
this T side, because 4 rounds up still, but Brolin pushed to the bottom of Silo.
That's the second time that same play has got stuff.
They're going to try to sprint this one at the ramp. Torzy's up in position, and of course Jimpat already scurrying down to the depths of B. So a safety net in place for MOUZ. This is feeling like, again, kind of a one-off moment in not giving up small openings. This one, it's very passive. It allowed for Zyphon to get a little deeper, but now they swoop through, clear the board, and post that 7th on the scoreboard.
The scariest thing about Heroic now is just that they're willing to go at any point. That's what you want to see, just cameos every round, new spot.
New spot, new idea, and a new player popping off.
Oh, wow, what a guy.
Jimmy gets a double.
So consistent with that.
Zyphon holds the smoke, though, catches Zershin getting a little frisky, and so it's single-man advantage, but Shuhei is right behind this. Now, it is a silent Zyphon walk through smoke, as long as nobody gives up a fight, but...
Oh my god, he has no idea.
No way.
They can try to walk up onto the site. The thing is...
What do they lose here?
Bomb
Shush
is
is stuck.
Ramp. The bomb's at ramp. This is so awkward because...
Okay, hold on.
They still have to go get it back, which means they might incidentally cross Shuhei again.
Oh, poor Zyphon. In so many other situations, what he has is great.
I think this maybe ends up lower somehow because Shuhei could miss him crossing. If he doesn't keep peeking, we'll see.
No way they expected this deep. Oh, but still, Zyphon turns on a dime and takes his head off.
Roland's walking in for his timing. He really wants to be able to find this fight.
So many corners.
Running around. Could go back, but he's crossing.
And he's out.
He's out. Okay. The only other option, he could do Squeaky if he wanted to, but it looks like if he goes up to the upper site, surely he doesn't win this. Oh, that was close.
Man, I'm believing, though. Zyphon, you can't help but believe when the shots are that clean.
Yeah, they might not be able to organize a proper upper hit, you know? We'll see. First tier comes out.
Blind by Vent and a double. No, they don't skip steps, baby. Zyphon right in with another. And again, a top fragging performance out of Zyphon. Spam that's coming through main.
Okay,
It's a bit on everyone, but 2 left.
They kept it a little lighter. They had no one top roof throwing in utility. They just did everything low telegraph through Hut and Squeaky, and it works out extraordinarily well. But we do find ourselves in a situation where Dupree's on 4 health. Jimpat's up top. This round is maybe not over.
Man, there's layers here. It feels like they could never just reopen this door, but by presenting 2 headshots to Brolin, you've got Shush down beneath. Jimpat comes in to clear it, and Shush will make the most of the shot.
All right, those 2 kills where it's in. That's a nice one from Heroic. I mean, they don't overcomplicate. When they have waited around too long, it's been basically Shuhei, I think, who's got the most info. But it's scary. The map is scary for Heroic because they're willing to push outside, they're willing to push ramp very often, and they're even willing to push Hut. And again, a lot of it's Shuhei, some of it's Torgy. But if you want to do a simple upstairs exec after the first smoke,
leaving 1 player up by Hell, at least temporarily. Brolin with the deke, though. Oh, Jesus. That just sends a shiver back down Heroic spines.
He just casted a line. Why not?
They've got a group back up. Torzy's looking to join them from the back of ramp, so he's going to be applying pressure to the back end of Heroic here.
We're talking about 1 smoke here for Zyphon, too.
Torzy with 11 health, grabs a Mac 10, has to keep his head down, but even this pressure is going to have Salazar stressed. An additional peek coming out from the control window. Zyphon's position now known. He's got to get a kill, but the CT's just toying with them in all 3 separate fights. Sidearms out, Zyphon to the clutch, pressure from above, 2nd kill, 3rd's not his because Torzy takes it in time. And MOUZ will add a 9th to the tally with the 10-second defuse, denying Heroic their 4th. Give it a chance today. Brolin also doing wonderfully, but Torzy's dead as hell. That's a clean headshot from a running Salazar. Dupree dinked, but not dead, and all that remains is the 3-man Hut push. Finally, it goes down smooth for Heroic.
Heroic win like multiple pistols yesterday. I think it was like 3 out of 4. Both pistols and overpass, and got 3 rounds in total. So,
but at least they got the pistols.
At least they got the pistols.
Come new, bro.
It depends on the timing of who goes where first. It looks like they're worried about the Squeaky push, actually. And it's not being spotted at all from the CT side. Shush.
What?
Wow. Even after showing barrel, gets the frag.
Now they can plant for the back of sight, and Heaven is not problematic. The CTs from down beneath split. One goes vent, the other ramp. That's another person coming in from lobby. Brolin has now been taken down to 4 HP. The ramp player does take to Heaven, but he's smoked out for the time being.
I think Zyphon got flashed a little bit too. Couldn't run out.
Brolin slips behind boxes, position unbeknownst to the CTs. They stack up. The player from Heaven comes out, and it's Zyphon. One shot to drop the last T. He taps it away. He gets his frag. He'll take the clutch, and a 6th for Heroic. A delayed Heaven peak, but it works.
You gotta say, thank God for Zyphon in that situation, right? He has to hit a hard shot right there. Brolin does a good job of playing a headshot angle versus a Heaven fight in a 1v1. Moments like that, he's fighting so hard. I don't think he's thinking about how nervous he is, nothing. He's here to play. So somehow they nearly bring this back. But this round looks so good overall for MOUZ. The amount of options they had, the way that Shui could have picked up a kill from that player outside from Salazar coming out of hell.
So, I mean, for sure, that's a 3v5 for MOUZ turned into a 1v1 post plant, and instantly into the A rush they'll go. Clean kill from Torzy. Finds his second.
Okay.
Sershin comes out of hut, and that sheer aggression called by Shui just takes the A site off guard. They pop open the main smoke looking for some impact, but Tesses is going to go down with nothing, and Zyphon again in from Heaven to try and clutch out.
Yeah, and there are no
so alone.
There's no saves from Heroic. They're like this will be one situation, 1v4 with an op in front of you. Fine, I won't try it, but they've gone for it almost every other single time. And so that's all to say that it has been expensive on these losses for Heroic. Very expensive.
It's a good distance for the 5-7 to shine. A little awkward for the op to come out behind Jimpat. 5-7 won't find a second. Tesses SMG sure does.
He trade.
But remember, Salazar's M4. That's the one that set all of this up. And they plant close hut. Sershin catching the vent peak. Shush, hands tied. Felt so desperate. And Salazar, it's going to be a delayed walk-up from Heaven.
It was overall good moves. I thought they were actually going to try to go squeaky, and I think what Heroic did made sense, but Salazar's got a gun.
No kit. Already spotted out and down to half health, so not ideal for him. And that's a ticket to leave. That's an 11th for MOUZ, and all the money on the line for this one. Nice attempt, and again, I just love that some presence outside. They really did a good job of funneling MOUZ into the biggest threat of Salazar's M4.
Definitely. And I think Heroic, what they did actually made perfect sense. It was a little unorthodox to come through the hut on the walkout, but they decided they needed to take a risk. And Heroic are probably going to do what's most fundamentally sound in that situation when they have a man advantage. I think that was a good call from Shuhei.
Dangerous place for Torzy. Missed this shot.
He's got one teammate beside him, but
should be a good trade from Heroic in a second. Should be. Missed shot as Zyphon catches Brolin. So Shuhei, the single frag, the fact they doubled up down in secret works out well.
There's someone outside. Dupree on his back. Torzy walking up, making lots of noise. Dupree going to capture this one, surely.
Yep. Nice burst off the SMG. And it's Zershin to the clutch. Up it.
White sauce, hot sauce, boss man?
Yeah. Tuck it in, let it go. A 7th for Heroic.
Exertion saving. That's not in his genetic code. No.
It's very difficult for him. He'll cool off Brolin for at least one more round and continue to be the highest performing player in the server. Dupree has found a bomb. Torzy, though, with the Krieg, answers Zershin's double kill. Brolin from downtown. And blink, you miss it. MOUZ shred flesh from bone as Heroic hit the dirt, but the bomb is still back main. And there's a slight chance here for Zyphon.
Not spotted. There's someone who could do it, who got close to 1v3 already this game.
Right. And he's in the right place.
Maybe he's
in the perfect spot to catch Brolin off guard. There we go. The first, but Zershin triple kill on the round. Instant trade frag with the headshot towards Garage.
Run it back, that Brolin kill.
Yeah.
Jumping out of heaven. I think it was Shush.
They just go for the fight, swing for the fences, and nearly knock Heroic out the park. They'll have 5 rounds to do so here on map 1. Pistol tries to push ahead of the flashbang, and it's a little awkward, but Zershin gets his kill. Out from Squeaky comes the entry of Jimpat, turning his back to Tesses, a death sentence, and it's man advantage ×2 here for MOUZ. Nice nade. Nullifies Zyphon before he even has a chance. And as Shuhei wraps around main, it's just a lobby play out of Salazar that kept it interesting, but with lesser weapons they will fall. And MOUZ back to winning ways on Nuke. Only Faze seems to take them off this map specifically. It's an excellent place to start this series considering Heroic decided to...
It's a small timing miss from Salazar, who's keeping an eye on... Oh, that's so... I want to say so unfortunate for him. He was spotting Cat.
Oh. Just look the right way.
Yeah, look the right way for longer.
Beautiful one tap back. You know, at least Salazar did open this up with a critical and cleanly opening kill, but hello, dropping to the dual Berettas. Torzi doesn't give a damn. He just pops Zyphon from a distance, and into the A site they shall sweep. Now, funnily enough, second map of the series, second time MOUZ are entering a map where they've lost 4 of the last 5 outings on that map specifically. Back on Nuke, here on Mirage. And this time it's not all Faze.
Not all Faze.
All right,
okay.
They've been losing to a multitude of teams here on Mirage, but it looks like they're trying to turn that tail upside down in back-to-back maps within this series, and a pistol on the T side sure helped.
Okay, what we have to find out is who accused the cameraman both times. Was it Shuhei?
It was Shuhei both times.
So we know who's farting.
You smelt it, you dealt it, and dealing death in the top of mid is Heroic. They just had USPs, and if Jimmy doesn't close out this clutch...
Jimmy has to stay and fight, and I think it's definitely the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Now he's got a lot of guns to camp. He has to go pick up the bomb, and he has to think, what is Shush going to do in the 1v1?
You can do anything he damn well pleases. I think the fact that the window isn't broken is indicative that there was never a CT towards the B site to begin with.
You're supposed to stack without breaking the window, okay?
I'm just saying. He's right. Finds his bomb plant, pushes Shush into an uncomfortable clutch.
I got it running all the way across the map.
No armor.
So it really did smell like victory after all.
Yes, sir. Blessed by Lady Luck, but a chance to get to B had Xerxan not got caught by Zyphon. Connector, the death of 2 MOUZ members in separate directions.
Did MOUZ really want to play a Danish 5-stack on Mirage? That's the question. That's what we're going to find out today.
Well, too late to change their minds. CT right by ladder is going to catch Jimmy looking the wrong direction. This is perfect. This is Jimmy being the only survivor after the pistol round, and now into, by the looks of it, yes, 5 up from Heroic. Back-to-back success stories so far for the CT side. Heroic.
Really are the gun guy.
Too many hours of Arma. Dupree off the catwalk.
Oh, Dupree with 3 off the catwalk.
And honestly, with his little stand-in endeavor with Heroic, he's been looking sick from the get-go, right? Yep. First map that he stands in for Heroic, and it just looked good. Even back when they played with those MOUZ Academy players.
Does this angle work? Call it.
Yeah, I love this angle. It's my favorite spot. It works wonderfully for 2 kills. Maybe not. Deagle betrays him, and Brolin gets predicted. Ice cold out of Shush.
Not bad.
And a full house between him and Dupree. 5 frags, 3 of them off Cat with absolute excellence. Those headshots. Xerxan gonna need a new grill. And it's an easy pushover for Shush to get the stairs frag. Dupree's deep inside of the palace. Brolin rocks his socks. And Torzi clipping the Cat player as well. Beautiful flashbangs into the deep push towards Ticket, but Shui doesn't go all the way. Doesn't matter. Everybody else is dying, and Zyphon's right there with them. That one was clinical.
That was a masterclass. It was 1 round.
But it's also a 5v4. Brolin does peel 1 back. Jimpat sees the player down beneath. Didn't kill the default guy, but does get there. And with the second frag to Shush, they know that this one should be clear. It's Salazar back towards Murder Hole, but back-to-back squeezes into the A site. Looks wonderful for MOUZ.
The way that Heroic were playing that, they had to get lucky. That was ideal protocols for MOUZ, but you can't play smoking the A ramp when Palace and Mid already taken versus you. Those are not spots that you want to fight Connector versus. So,
you know, we've been talking about in-game leaders that can frag. It's really space creators in CS2 feel like they've got an uptick in form.
Yeah, because...
Say it.
You gotta swing. Gotta know when to swing.
Say it. Say the words.
Say the words. What you see is what you get?
Peeker's advantage.
Peeker's advantage. Okay.
Everyone's favorite terminology.
Remember analysis about this in CSGO.
Oh, bad smoke.
Yeah.
Left a gap, but at least it does get traded in middle. Shush is going to take up the same angle. Yanks back a frag, considering that they came in with only 2 primary weapons, Heroic in a 3v3, that's fine.
Oh.
And Salazar's sharp shot.
Nice. From Salazar's perspective, they know he was up here.
Yeah, if Torzy's
good at these kinds of picks.
Yep. And he was up here already.
He would have to be fast.
Excuse me.
You gave him away.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was... I'm sorry. Molly to the van. Salazar, beautiful 3K. A great chance for him to showcase a little op prowess. Obviously replacing Cadian, no easy feat. And I don't feel like I had seen like a nice multi-kill op round yet out of this Heroic stand-in camp.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they go for the late swing.
That's crazy.
Unannounced as well,
Yeah,
right?
Shush just went for it.
No util. Then we get the re-peek out of Zyphon. No multi-frag for him and no trade frag from Dupree. Shuhei simultaneous over the A site, and I don't think Salazar saw that.
I don't think it was spotted. He just moves into position a little late, but he's coming to missiles. Oh, and he just misses Shuhei. But this actually means it could be B. Now they know.
Yep.
There's Salazar, and there's one guy who boosted.
And Dupree gets ahead of the frag grenade.
I think they just delay for Shuhei. He's got a massive lurk going on right now, so he's going to get to the back of B site.
Uh-oh.
Oh, spotted.
Yep.
And now they can... Okay.
Stringy fights, but Jimpat picks up 2 critical kills, right? We see this attempt to hold any kind of mid-play, and Jimpat 4 kills on the round. Despite all these fights on these fronts, it's just Jimmy who's been picking up the frags.
Yeah. I would say Blame F evolved a ton in his role. I would say Rops is damn near perfected. I say Spinks is the best of the bunch. So...
Do you think that's because they're all learning from each other and kind of making that role rise accumulatively again? Or like, what causes it?
I don't know. I think some of us thought it would die forever, and I thought so too, because of the emergence of prep.
Right.
Like, the way that you can use Gnosis or Starcaller to just synthesize so many rounds at once.
For Torzy to strike the first player down. So the flash is good. He misses his chance. Shuhei gets tagged. The nade actually gets the opper out, but wonderful headshots coming out from Shuhei. It's a smoke up from Salazar to try and deny the angle. He could try to jump on this, but instead that AWP is feeling valuable. No save guaranteed at this point. It's a 6th round for MOUZ on this T side. It's a nice plant position from Shuhei and 2 clean headshots as they lose the op at the end of it, and MOUZ secure their 6th.
Yeah, you foreshadowed it. It's Jimmy getting into window.
Jimpat can't let his guard down, but the smoke's starting to fade, so he's nervous. Window peek about to happen. Zershin not able to press himself in. Just waits the perfect amount of time, sliding up behind the Salamander man. Just shoot him in the back of the head. Trying to get more from it, but his teammates start to come out with the exec, so it's going to fall to Tesses. 3 kills on the map. Grabs a Famas and dies to Zershin on the press out. So nice round from Zershin to just put something of his name on this one. It's going to be a comeback on the T side demanded of Heroic or elimination looms.
But he keeps the same energy every day.
Well, there it is again. Make him 0-7. It's a tough life, man. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Salazar, nice headshot towards the ticket push. Just secures enough site control for the bomb plant, but this is a 2v2, right?
Okay,
3rd player's
Jimmy.
too far out, and it's filthy from Jimmy. Shuhei's on top of the bomb already. It's a 10-second stick, and Tesses coming at it from the ramp. Dueling versus Jimmy. He goes down. 4 frags from the Finn to get MOUZ their 8th.
He's been such a glorious player from them, coming from MOUZ NXT, and absolutely deserving. You could see the potential, but you don't know if he's ready. You just don't know if he's ready. But he just can't play versus noobs. He can only frag versus the best.
He's just like me.
He's also, he's so relatable too.
There you go.
That's huge. Mama. Huva hoemenda mama.
Yeah, I think as well, right? We talk about the tale of MOUZ NXT, how everybody on this team, barring Brolin, comes from that formula, but it was Torzy, Shui, and Zershin to do it together. Jimpat was just like the next gen. Couple steps behind. Shui, formed him a little bit, but... Ah, man, it's a shutdown here. This was a force buy as well out of Heroic, using that bomb plant money to at least come in with a couple Galils, but nothing to show for it. Not known to be the most open and charismatic people, but let alone a 16-year-old Finnish person. So, okay, hold on.
Hold on.
Enough about Jimmy. Salazar wants a little life left on the round, but okay, it does go the way it should. 2 nice entry attempts, but You know, and when I think we first saw Jimmy at the ESL Pro League, when MOUZ win this event, right?
Yeah.
Even the MOUZ players, when we had them on the couch, we had them on the cast, they're like, and it does indeed keep Heroic timid. They've got to keep vision.
They're just trying to delay so they can't plant while the smokes are up. Don't fall for it, Heroic.
Yeah, they got him stuck out now. Smoke start to fade. Player from the site takes one, but Xershin's going to start to get his. His gun's empty, but his teammates aren't far off, and MOUZ smother the A site.
Yeah, it's just actually just too hard to deal with. The right timing on an HE into a smoke on top of... That isn't like Faze.
Oh!
Hey, man. That's the thing. You want him to be himself. Because he just hits shots like that.
Oh, man. That's a tough one to stomach. And then a nade on the money for Dupree. Torzy. Nasty. Dupree tries to cross over before the window smoke goes down. Torzy happy to play ahead of it, with Jimmy having a deeper angle to the apps. Dwindling utility here for Heroic in a desperate half. And Shui won't shy away from the Palace push. So he's got this one, well, call it a shoo-in.
One player spotting, but the T's lurking out. Get caught.
Yet he gets there. Double kill for Brolin, who's had a much quieter map in contrast to the opening of this series. But all is good as far as MOUZ are concerned. It's the 12th on the board and an abundance of match points.
It's going to be the fake to beat. Exertion, got to be on high alert. Oh, that's a shot missed. That destabilizes the B side too.
Yeah.
So
everybody's gone. It's an
look at
open
that.
door. Just on that alone, they bite.
Yep, one shot missed, and then they go, oops, no one's actually here.
Xershin comes back at it, misses shots, so now van control for Zyphon. That's good. One set of feet in the site already. Fast flank from Brolin through underpass. And Shush is going to be late to the party as that 1A player that got out. This could be a very critical duel. Shush is going to swing. Brolin on high alert. So now already, yes, they have the bomb site. They've got the plant, but it's going to have to be a desperate hold. In a 2 versus 5, they at least get a double. Tesses with everything to do, knocks Xershin's head off. And then the peek in the open could have been his third, but alas, we say farewell here to Heroic. Abu Dhabi is where they end, and MOUZ with an uptick in performance after their loss to G2 yesterday. A great sigh of relief, no doubt. Putting an end to this losing streak on Nuke, putting an end to the losing streak on Mirage. And it's a delayed reaction, but Shuhei knows.